Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, everybody? We're playing some more Hoarder. This is the combination of Collector, so we need 25 relics and progression items to beat the game. But we're also playing it with the Recycler additions to the preset, which means that there are multiple key items throughout the seed. So we're going to find 2 Souls of Bat, 2 Leapstone, 2 Gravity Boots, etc., etc. So the double the chance of finding important items. And if we find both copies of important items, you get like a fun little boost, a fun little bonus. So let's go ahead and go for it. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. And join the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, so that way you don't miss out on amazing things like finding a world record skip in the acclaimed video game called Egg. This is a real thing that happened. And if you're only watching the YouTube uploads, you're going to miss out on key moments, like the world record of Egg. You know? This is true and real. Chat can confirm. We're going to start in the second castle as well, which means we want to do this check while we're here. And I believe we get, Soul of Bat. I mean, that's pretty nice. We're too low of a level, I think, to take advantage of Soul of Bat, but it's still nice to have early. Yeah, this room. Ooh, I'm glad I remembered which room was which. Maul belong at the start, too. Holy. The other thing is, the room below me has the teleporter pad to go back to first castle, so I think I am going to prioritize going in that direction. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm not going to, I think, kill any bosses right now for relic checks. I'm going to come back here later to do that. Last time we were a little too ambitious with our second castle routing. This time around, I think I'm going to be a little bit more intentional with my routing. Get a couple of free levels here. Get back here, bastard. You know what? While I'm here. Maybe this is a problem. I'm going to die. And I'm out of here. 8 HP is plenty. We don't need any more than that. So, what room is that? Is that the room with the garnet? Karma coin. I think I'm okay. Can I increase my defense here? I should, actually. Unironically, I'm going to do this just to stay alive, hopefully. Okay. I probably didn't need to do that, but for safety, I'm just doing it now. So yes, that does seem to be the garnet room. Okay. So I'm going to save here. And then let's go to first castle and use our Soul of Bat to just go fast. So the map was showing me where the teleporter pedestal is, by the way, which is right here. So this is the new randomized location for the first castle, second castle teleporter, which is cool. New feature PogChamp. And it shows up on the map where it is when you start in the second castle, so you know where to go, which I think is cool. And now we're back in first castle. We don't have the Leapstone or the Gravity Boots anymore. Those are temporary movement upgrades that you get while in second castle to make sure you don't soft lock. So now our goal is to explore. Asafune is pretty good. And we need 25 total relics to beat the game. Yeah, we can go past Richter once, one way, but we can't go back the other way. I maybe should have killed Akmadon while I was there, because it was close, but whatever. Whoa! Dodged him. Yo, was that Fire of Bat? Let's go. Holy Rod. Brain is melting. Like I said, lots of new cool stuff for the randomizer. It's all part of the regular boom and bust cycle, mostly busting, personally, of the randomizer, which is right after a tournament or near the end of a tournament season. The rando devs are like, okay, we get to finally add all that new stuff that we've been thinking about. Oops, no gravity jump, I can't do that. And then eventually people play with the new stuff, and then they're like, we should throw a tournament with all this new stuff, and then the new stuff gets implemented, and people get used to it, and then more new stuff gets added, and the cycle continues. The circle of life, if you will. Yeah, not a lot of MP, so I can't just be like wing smashing literally everywhere. Leapstone, I'll take it. Hot roast. Okay, that's the copy of Leapstone because it shows up as the Nose Demon card here. The tracker isn't fully compatible with this new preset. I think if I updated the tracker, it would be. So that's on me. That's my bad for not updating it properly. But it doesn't like super duper matter, I guess. Jewel of Open early is nice. So we can clear out the caverns, and we probably do want to do that. I believe this is still complexity 6, so if we want to find glasses, we kind of need to dig deeper into the complexity chain, most likely. Yes, I lost gravity boots when switching castles. When you start the game in the second castle, the game gives you like a fake version of Leapstone and gravity boots, so that way you can move around in the second castle. And as soon as you leave the second castle, those upgrades are gone forever. So you have to go find the real Leapstone and gravity boots in order to get the ability to move again, like that. So there's like an advantage for staying in second castle because your movement is good in second castle, but it's also slow to stay in second castle because second castle just is very spread out. And also you can't find holy glasses in second castle, so you're forced to go to first castle anyways at some point. So, you know? Christopher! Let's go. Yeah, the second castle start randomizer stuff has been around for a while now. We did a whole tournament using it as like the primary gimmick. My previous randomizer tournament. And it was fun. I think with the randomized teleporter pad locations as well on top of it, it makes for a very unique feeling randomizer for sure. Don't use my government like that. I was talking to Grimerson, sorry. Is there a Christopher Grimerson with us today? And then here we have the real gravity boots. So we have our movement back, which is nice. 8 minutes in. I'm feeling pretty good about this. The seed's pretty strong. Whoa! Oh, yo, I'm Chris. There we go. There we go. When will we be a real competitive community with Smurfs and alts for racing? I should make a new Twitch account and use like a voice changer. Oh, fun fact about Leapstone. I believe... How does this work again? I'm supposed to be able to jump 7 times, I think. It's not working? Okay, never mind. Never mind, there's no fun to be had about Leapstone. It just doesn't work. Fuck me, I guess. Oh yeah, selling Elo to the highest bidder. Yeah, you're supposed to have 7 jumps when you have double Leapstone, so I don't know what's going on with that. I wonder if that code got broken somehow. Isn't modding Symphony of the Night fun? You add one new thing, it breaks other new things. And Brimel on the YouTube chat asked the question that everyone's wondering, does he read the YouTube chat? And the answer to that is no. Thank you for asking in the YouTube chat whether or not I read YouTube chat. I do not do that. Next question, is this a live stream? No, this is pre-recorded. Everything that has happened today has already happened in the past and will continue to happen again. We live in a cyclical universe. All that has come before will happen again, over and over again, until the end of time. Imagine loading into DB's channel instead of getting egg any percent, we get SotN. Yeah, sorry guys. I'll get back to the real speedruns after this. Yeah, everyone on YouTube, you have to say hi to TurboDog or else you're expelled to the Badlands. Why are they called that? Because they're bad. You don't want to be there. I can go all the way to Silver Ring right now. Should I? Part of me kind of wants to. I don't know. Fuck it, we ball? It's blunt, it's live for the streamer, but it's in the past for him when he sees it. Man, wait, what? Yo, shit, dude, what? But why do they call it an oven when you in the cold food, eat out the hot food? I appreciate how Twitch said hi when you asked for YouTube to say. Yeah, well, that requires people to read. And if they're anything like me, they don't fucking read, okay? They don't know how to. In fact, if my chat actively read something appropriately, I would yell at them. I'd be like, no, I taught you better. We praise illiteracy in this household. And I'd scold them like they're a chow from the Chow Garden and throw them against a wall. Books are oven fuel. The written word, that's for the devil! Alright. We got ourselves the Eye of Vlad. It's the only Vlad we need, really. What's this? We have the Ring of Vlad in our inventory as well? Nope. No, we don't. I know 3 languages, none of them good. Hell yeah. I don't words good. How's this for a character? Guy from the South who only knows 2 languages. American and Mandarin Chinese. And then you do like a fluent Mandarin Chinese, but with a Southern accent. Is this a good bit? Out of 10, how do we rate it? I am going to use my Mana Prism that I totally have, right? Yeah, I do have one. Ni hao. Sounds like a soybean farmer. In a weird way, it kind of just... You're just describing as, there's nothing here! I'm just describing a soybean farmer, yeah. You know what? I can just go outer wall here. I should be going to the... caverns to look for glasses, but I could also just go outer wall and full clear library, check library in the shop and stuff. DB is an agent of the CCP, confirmed. Bro, I wish! New preset idea, Mist cannot pass. I already killed Minotaur Werewolf. There was no reason to do this shit. My only 3 languages, I need American, propane, and propane accessories. Yeah, yeah. That's a good one. You got me. Whoa. Should I feel bad about being 15 minutes into the seed right now with 12 checks done? I've technically done more checks. It's just I didn't get to... 2 of them have been empties. 1 of them have been empty, I think. Only 1 of them has been empty, yeah. So far. So we're good. I actually do have some ideas for competitive presets, but I need more time. Wait, what? I need more than no time at all to bake them before talking too much? Okay. I think I understand what you're saying. My reading comprehension, I think, mostly passed there. Oh, wait, I forgot to do the cog checks. You can break, or check open the... of in the hot food, of out, eat the cold food. If you hit one of the cog wheels, it opens the cog puzzle. I don't need to check that luminous, by the way, because I already found the Malblong sword earlier. So even if I was hoping that it was another Malblong, it doesn't do anything for me. Nope, don't need to do that. Yo, is that Heart of Vlad? We almost have all the Vlad relics, guys. I did need the rune sword. Yes, that's 100% required. If you skip rune sword, you actually do go to jail. For thought crime, specifically. Spelled T-H-O-T. God damn it. Whoa! Dude, having no MP sucks. Oh my god, is that yellow mist? AKA form of piss? That's just free mist transformations, so I shouldn't get too excited. But considering my MP is really rough, could be worse. It also means whatever's behind Soul of Bat is likely not that useful. Soul of Wolf. We have all the Wolf relics. That's not our second copy of Soul of Wolf, unfortunately. Maybe I do want to buy the library card, but I'd want to make sure that I don't miss out on a second Chrysogram. That might just be the buy chat. Yeah. I can afford 2. And then Chrysogram, and then I guess a couple library cards. I have plenty. Is there any Tony Hawk with a character creator robust enough for Captain Alucard? You're asking the real questions. If anything, you could probably mod it somehow, surely. At this point. Are shop prices randomized? They looked pretty random to me, but I'm not an expert on the concept of randomness. It's very possible that maybe perhaps there was more of a pseudo-random situation. I don't know. I'm no expert. Gas cloud, more like... Yeah, Chrysogram double Kingstone, that's all we need at this point. I wonder if Wolf Movement is more MP efficient once it gets started. I think it is. I just have to not kill too many enemies. Fun fact, if you bark at the enemies while doing the wolf charge, you don't spend MP. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so to the caverns we go. We're also almost at 25. So I think the library was a good call. The only downside is if I end up overdoing it. And I'm also realizing that there's so much shit in the first castle. Say it. Say Ass Cloud. I said Ass Cloud. Or did I say Form of Piss? I forget which one. Those are the 2 I go for. Is either Ass Cloud or Form of Piss. Sometimes both. If I didn't say it out loud, I definitely thought it in my head. Sorry, my bad. Okay, well. And we have no more mana. We haven't found Echo yet. And Bat was flight locked. So maybe we just go to... I probably should have done Succubus, but this is 1, 2, 3. Now we can do... I actually think I do need to do Succubus, so I might have to backtrack for that. It just depends on where I find glasses, actually. Well, now backtracking for Succubus is not nearly as bad. The problem is that could just be Echo there. So maybe we do Spike Breaker with a save split? Save splitting this preset sounds like sacrilege, but funny enough, I think it actually is worth it. Yeah, we do Spike Breaker first, hoping it's Holy Glasses. And if it's not Holy Glasses, we reset and go up to... the Vanilla Glasses location. I think this is a fine idea. Because once I get to second castle, I can do Trio, Beelzebub, Aquadon very quickly. Oh, thank you, Nero. I do like yapping about the video game as I play the video game. I also like yapping about not the video game as I play the video game. Also, nothing here makes the save split so much better, by the way. So that's 2 blank checks. So we have a very high likelihood that everything we check from here has to be something. Yeah, get rich while you get clean, a.k.a. the golden chop. What was that? Nothing. Oh, frick off, Were Skeleton. How about no skeleton? How about Were Skeleton? Hopefully not anywhere near me, because I don't like them. Oh no! My save split idea is falling apart in front of me! This could just be bait! No! I'm being baited! I'm being baited, no! On the bright side, if everybody has to do this, it's not that bad. Oh, man. Is it worth going out of my way to refill my MP here? I hope so. Probably. So we're at 20. We know that there's 3 very close to the start. We could even go for the full 5 if we needed to, but there's no shot that we need to do all 5, actually, because guaranteed Holy Glasses is a +1 here. So, and we could do Succubus and then Library Card after. Interesting. I believe the minimum complexity is actually 6 here and not 10. Weacock. I don't think we changed it to minimum complexity 1, but it still could be complexity 10. Very unlikely, but still possible. What is this preset? It is called Hoarder. It is a combination of collector, which requires a minimum number of items in order to beat the game, this time 25, as well as recycler, which has multiple copies of relics with additional bonuses for having the copies. Also, I just realized I don't need to wait for this guy. I believe the fast or the wall disappearing when you have mermaid statue is active. Yes, the wall is not there. This is glasses. Okay, so I think we actually just library card. Jesus freaking Christ, man. There you go. Is this co-op? No, but this can work with co-op. Co-op is just a function that exists within the randomizer tools itself. So you can turn anything into a co-op if you want to. Bonk. So yeah, now we just go second castle and get 4 more checks, so I can do 4 quick ones. Could include Aquadon Medusa, Darkwing Bat, and then warp back to yeah, this'll work. Can you turn your rent payment into a co-op then? Yes, via organizing with others in your complex. Renters unions are a thing. Google to find out more. Google co-op D's nuts to find more. Oh yeah, there's no cutscene because I've already been here before. Okay. And now, watch as I warp to a completely random place in the second castle. Whoa, that's so random. Unless you saw the start of this video and then you saw that that's actually not random at all. But that's so random. Can we get a real randomizer? I finally figured it out. The reason that one guy said, I want a real randomizer isn't like something that takes the game and then shuffles around its component pieces into something new. They meant a randomizer that's in the meaning of random XD. That's so random XD. Very quirk chungus, if you will. Not even randomized? That's so quirk chungus. Damn, those crows just keep flying, huh? That explains probably why the game lags so much when you do that. Also, Alucard Shield, we shouldn't need to use it because our damage is already insane, but it could work. I just showed up. What's the route so far? You want me to recall the entirety of the route? Just for you, Kubrick, you got it. We started the game in the second castle. I had to make my way to the teleporter platform to enter the first castle. In doing so, we went from the castle keep all the way to castle entrance, and we also had bat the whole time, and then also on top of that, and then I went to the next place, which I happened to have a Jewel of Open, and then I went to the caverns, and then I full cleared the caverns. But then at some point, I realized that the Holy Glasses has to be somewhere later in the caverns, and then... Corbett's mom was somehow in the route as well. Yeah. You are like Ace Ventura? In what way? Answer carefully. Because that dude did a lot of things, all right? I don't think I want to be associated with all the things that dude did. Also, dude is fictional, so don't get too offended that I think that Ace Ventura may not be the nicest of guys. I came from the rectum of a rhino. That is true. But that's not nice to call my mother that, okay? Ace Ventura is on the list. Yeah, he's probably in the list, yeah. Probably, unfortunately. I'd be so grounded for that comment. I didn't say that. I guess I technically did, but you know what I mean. I'm not the one talking about a rhino's ass, okay? Oh, unfortunate. I think my route was good.
Successful. Oh my God, streamer, you're so fucking awesome and sexy, and everyone loves you because they give you money.
Who did it better? That is a good question. Jim Carrey with the rhino or Danny DeVito with the couch? I mean, I don't think Danny DeVito. You know what? Yeah, it was Danny DeVito. I have nothing ill to say about that man. He is simply just perfect. Everything he does is perfect. Ah. The rhino was sold at auction as a movie prop for lots of money. The couch didn't survive. That's how you know he did it better. That's how you know. Batman Returns isn't particularly good. We don't talk about that. You know what? It might be slower at this point to go for the Alucard Shield Luminous, but I want to, or Maulblanc. I think all of that menuing probably made it slower, but it's fine. You know what'll help make up for that time? Watch this. Ah, fuck me. I was gonna go for the vertical wing smash for the swag. This shit's too hard. All right, let's try it again. To redeem myself. Wing smash. Vertically. Fuck. That's horizontal. Vertical. Let's go. And I lost time. There we go.
Some of the tiles I got to use.
That's time for me. GG's.
I
GG's.
need one more relic.
I think my route was really,
I don't
really
even
good.
need one more relic. I need to find holy glasses. And I think I'm getting there. I just gotta fucking get there.
Yeah, I think I just had basically a perfect route. The only thing I think I could have maybe done differently is maybe do 1 or 2 checks in the second castle before leaving, but I kind of just dipped.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just dipped immediately.
We were close
I did
enough.
I only, when I left for second castle, or first castle, I only needed one more relic.
Oh, really? You
And there
did
it is.
that much extra? Okay.
I went to all the way up to Force of Echo first thing.
Oh, you were too busy having fun, I see. You were fun maxing.
Oh, dude, I've been having fun this whole seed.
Yeah, this preset's pretty fun. I do like it. It does feel more impactful when you find relics, which is nice.
It took me a minute to figure out where the teleporter, what room that was. I was like, what is that?
It knew exactly
It
what
was
room
actually
it
a
was as soon
super
as I saw it.
convenient room.
Oh yeah, it was nice. Very nice. Yeah, my route, I ended up finding glasses with 25 total checks. So I just routed in Akmadon, Medusa, Darkwing Bat, warp back to reverse Auroch's quarters, and then finish on Trio for the final ones. And I'd already found 2 blank checks at that point, so if I found an extra one, I could just go all the way to Galamoth as like a backup. Or not Galamoth, sorry, Beelzebub as a backup.
I only left 3 checks behind in second castle. So
yeah, once I
didn't have
had
to do any checks in second castle. I just did enough in first castle before leaving.
I actually tried to do a save split as well, which was interesting because of the way the complexity kind of worked out. From the position I was in, it kind of was like a weird 50-50 between wanting to go to Spike Breaker or wanting to go to Holy Glasses to find glasses. So I just saved and went to Spike Breaker first. And I was like, I'll just reset, and if not, and then I also skipped Succubus going down into the caverns.
I skipped Succubus.
So the thought was like, oh, I can just go up and do Succubus into Holy Glasses if I need to do that route instead. And that'll make up for any missed relics or whatever. But then there ended up being a dead relic at Demon Card anyways. So I was like, oh.
I skipped Spirit Orb as well.
I don't remember if I skipped Spirit Orb or not. I probably didn't, because Spirit Orb's not that slow in the grand scheme of things.
No, I don't think it's worth it to skip Spirit Orb.
If you have decent movement, it's like 30
Did-
seconds.
Did any of you do the Holy Glasses or Holy Symbol? Because they do have the speed up.
I did Holy Symbol.
Yeah, I did Holy Symbol. You had to do
Yeah.
Holy Symbol.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I just had to go to Holy Symbol. What are you talking about?
But yeah,
I did not go to Holy Glasses because as soon as I got the second ring, knowing where I got the first ring, I was like, okay, this is not in my chain.
Well, no, it was in chain, but it wasn't necessary.
I did
Well,
Holy
yeah.
Glasses because
Was it Echo there?
yeah, I think it was
Just look
Echo.
like
Okay,
there.
that makes sense. That's what I was trying to avoid. That's why I skipped Holy Glasses. I wasn't really doing like a super hard
That's
complexity
why I went
count.
to Spike Breaker, because it avoids getting Echo.
I needed to do all rocks and stuff to. Well, I still had all rocks and sword card to do, and Coliseum. So it was 4 checks relatively close together
I see.
before I'd go to second castle. So
That's not too
There's
bad.
my
and
time.
with Holy Glasses being sped up, it's it's definitely worth it to do that.
Oh yeah, it's
I
not
also
too bad.
got an Alucard shield on my way out of second castle.
I did as well. I ended up not needing it because I was rocking double Chrysogrim
Double Christopher.
yeah, and Kingstones or whatever.
Kingstones, yep.
But I did switch to it for the final fights just because I was like, it might be marginally faster. I don't know. It probably was slower to be honest.
Double
But-
Chrysogrim, I still think it's faster than a single. Like, double Chrysogrim at a decent level is faster than Alucard Shield.
I'd have to actually like time it, but yeah, I could see it.
I haven't timed it either. I just feel like
Numbers
I know you
wise,
hate
it
that
makes
fucking
sense.
phrase. It feels faster.
Well, from a numbers perspective, it's the Alucard shield hits 255 damage, or I guess technically slightly less on
Yeah,
Dracula
and then there's
every 6 frames.
several frames between.
It's every 6
whereas
frames. But I'm not sure
yeah,
how
so-
quickly if you like optimally mash the Chrysogrim, how fast are you doing damage? I actually don't know that answer. Because that would determine whether or not, because we could just do the math to figure out if
So-
it's faster or not.
So
You know,
it
Borak
does 3
produced
swings, right?
I could,
Um,
honestly, I could just do the math right now.
There is a life bar mod or Lewis script for SotN that Forat made. If you put the life bar on Dracula and then did both,
Yeah.
might be worth experimenting. Because then you could watch the visual representation of his hit points just deplete.
I'm just gonna put on auto fire on square. I'll just make that random thing, and then just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is interesting. Actually, I'm doing this the dumb way. Is there something I can hit infinitely to see the hit sparks? I guess the cogs and the clock tower would be it.
Cogs, Stone Skulls.
Stone Skull.
But I'm in the first castle with the save. Actually, I could load the other
Cogs,
save.
The clock tower is it? Yeah.
No. I could load my save that's right next to a stone skull, I'm pretty sure. Slimes as well, yeah. Slimes would be a decent option as well.
Not with an Alucard shield.
No, but I already know the math on Alucard Shield.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I just need to
What
figure
are you
out
trying to figure out exactly?
how many swings per frame, how much damage per frames or whatever damage per second you actually get with Chrysogrim optimally. Because I know the math on
you have to understand the balls are there, but mostly,
Alucard Shield
primarily,
is
you need to
255
work the
per
shaft, right?
every 6 frames.
Shaft is like the thing you need to prioritize, but you can't ignore the balls.
Thank you, Ego. I appreciate that Prime sub. We can go down this way, I'm pretty sure, for the damn thing real quick. Now. Why is this? Okay.
That's a really cool script, though. The enemy life bar script.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I've never messed
Yeah.
around with it.
I haven't seen
Like
it.
he did it really well. He did it very well.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that at some point. Okay. I think the best way to do this is probably to just count and then have the frame count on screen. Which I can find.
Eldritch. Your idea of the changing weapons or whatever in gameplay, a Lewis script, you could combine a Lewis script with it to do it where you wouldn't have to stop the music, but you could still change weapons on the fly.
Yeah, because Lou can read the bin, right?
Well, I mean, you could just, have the data that it needs to load for each weapon there.
2, 3,
Mhm.
4. Oh, this is actually really hard to do. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can't count this. This is impossible to count.
Oh, you're like trying to show frame by frame.
Yeah, I'm trying to
the
count.
sparks.
Yeah, the sparks. It's too visually messy to do it.
Yeah, you'd have to edit the palette for the Chrysogrim to be all
invisible or something.
empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you could look at Dracula's HP or something and then just see after how many frames how much life has been depleted or something.
I guess the other question I have about the Chrysogrim now that I'm looking at it and I'm using auto fire, there seems to be like a delay if you completely mash it. So how is it like Buffalo Stars where you can have 3 instances of the Chrysogrim slash on screen at once or something like that?
Yeah, there's a limit to how many can be,
Okay, that
screen at
also
and
explains
that is
it.
something that we can edit, but eventually you'll hit the cap for the amount of entities that can be on the screen.
So that's why if you have one in each hand, you can kind of just spam both of them.
Yeah, you can do more. Each hand has its own
Yeah. Okay.
allotment.
So if
I wish we could have those enemy life bars in the game, but we can't do that because the Lua is the one that's drawing it on the screen.
Yeah, you'd have to draw it. Well, I mean, you wouldn't need any textures. You could just draw literally a block, but you would need to allocate a drawing primitive for every single one.
Well, the way that he does it is it doesn't draw until the enemy takes damage.
I also wonder if you have multiple hitboxes hitting on the same frame, do they overlap? Like, does each one get counted separately, or does it just count as one hitbox from the Chrysogrim hitting?
Well, I do know, like when you soul steal and you have the health come and it hits you to heal you, if they hit on the same frame, you don't get all the HP. Like, you only get one of them. So there might be something where when multiples hit on the same frame, you might not get the benefit of both.
Yeah. Honestly, it might just be one of those things where if I actually want to do a test, I'll just time it. Because the amount of time it takes to kill Dracula will be the same every time, since the damage doesn't change. So I just have to figure out the time threshold for different attack levels for Chrysogrim.
Oh shit. This energy bar thing's like something out of a beat-em-up game.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, like he did really good with it.
I'll have to check that out. And you know what you could check out if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, all the other videos that I make. And you can do that by subscribing. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps me out a ton. Join the live streams, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. Next time you watch, I'll probably have an answer for which one is better, double Chrysogram or Alucard sword. Ask me in the comments and I'll make sure to answer it. See you next time, YouTube. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.